Hi guys, in today's video I want to run you through 3 reasons why I believe dog aka WIF, can absolutely explode in this bull run and this altcoin meme season super cycle that we're about to see towards the end of 2025, I believe. So we look at WIF at the time of recording, currently sitting at just over 1 billion market cap. We've seen in February or January here that in 2024 it achieved a 4.5 billion market cap, right? So it's a 4.5x currently from where we are at the moment. We've seen a little bit of a resurgence as the market started to come up, but let me come and explain to you why I believe it's absolutely going to explode. But before that, disclaimer, please read this with care. This video is not financial advice. Crypto is volatile and highly risky. No results are guaranteed. This content is for experienced users only, and there's a full legal disclaimer in the description below. Cool, let's jump into it. Number one reason, it's on the Sol network. And Sol is incredibly low transaction fees. It barely costs anything. I don't know if you guys have ever used Sol, but if you compare the gas fees compared to Ethereum, night and day, Sol literally costs nothing to use. It's incredible, it's what you want, and it's more effective for long-term use because you don't want to be losing all your coins and spending a lot of money just to make basic kind of movements with them. Again, the next one, it's incredibly fast and scalable. Again, based on my experience, it's the fastest coin, Sol by far, compared to Bitcoin, ETH, ADA, in my opinion, XRP, Tron, AVAX, any of these. It's incredibly fast, and that is what you want. You don't want to be waiting around. It makes business easier. There's so many pros and upsides to that. But yeah, that's another key point. And again, we're seeing with Sol an incredibly strong developer ecosystem. Again, Sol's got a growing ecosystem, a community. You know, it's got the DeFi, it's got the memes, it's got the NFTs, it's got an amazing narrative. We've got ETFs now come into place with Sol. A lot of people love it, again, and it's VC backed, which means that there's a lot of money and kind of it's here for the long run. In my opinion, next few years, Sol is going to do incredibly well. So you want to be on a network which is kind of loved by the community. The second main reason, cash and accessibility. Like, look at this. They clearly have money and they're not afraid to spend it, which is important. If they're going to go to the lengths of advertising WIF in Nevada on the Sphere, then who knows what the potential is in the future. Again, you're also able to buy WIF on many tier 1 exchanges such as Coinbase and Crypto.com, as well as others. So you want this coin to be accessible, and you want people to be able to buy it from multiple places because it means the liquidity is there. When people are able to buy it, it's going to push up the price more. You don't want it to just be on one exchange because it makes it harder to buy, and you want people to be buying it so that the price goes up, right? Simple. Again, it's got this dog narrative, which is massive in this crypto space. The next main reason, in my opinion, is it's got an incredibly large community. Look at that. And this is just on X alone. So imagine what they like across their other socials. 153,000 followers for a meme coin on Twitter. And Twitter's harder to get followers on. It's unbelievable. And again, like we got here, the dog with hat community raised over 700 grand for this sphere and put it on there, which is unbelievable. Like, tell me another meme coin that's able to community and crowdfund 700,000. There's not many. And again, they're able to create narratives with this community that WIF can essentially flip Doge. Right, so now just taking in some of this into consideration, let's see about the price prediction for WIF. Like I said, currently sitting at 1 billion. Dogecoin at the top of its peak in 2021, full mania, without any kind of ETFs or crazy narrative. I know we had Elon Musk tweet about it, but again, WIF has got a massive community, so it is comparable to some degree. So like we said, Doge peak bar last bull run hit 74 billion. Looking at WIF, it's currently sitting at 1 billion. So if we think about it, if WIF can achieve just a quarter of what Doge did last run, that would be 19%. Again, it's got this factor of being a newer coin, so it's got positive volatility. And what I mean by this is when a coin is newer, it's less established in the market, meaning it's got more potential to grow because it's smaller, and it's got more potential upside because the higher a coin goes up in market cap, the harder it is to move, and in theory the less market it's harder for you to get a better return on it. So think about this as well. Dog with Hat is on multiple different exchanges. If we can continue to see it getting listed on other ones, as well as this community growing, as well as it being on the Solana network, it being very fast, very cheap, accessible, and potentially, we're starting to see Doge ETFs come in. So I'm not saying this run, but at some point we might start to see a bit more institutional money start to come in. We're seeing institutions start to buy Dog, which is another meme coin on Bitcoin. So who's to say we're not going to see any ETFs come in here? So again, Doge hit this without any of the ETF's institutional money. So a quarter on the Solana network, etc., I think is absolutely possible. But I'm not saying to wait for that. Again, $19 WIF is on the cards this peak bull run. Do not wait for it, and I want you to utilize the 20% cashing out mark. The strategy, we are here to win, guys, so let's make sure this happens. So let's jump into an example of what the 20% cash out might look like. For example, I'll show you on the Doge chart. So say you were buying in around here, and you're like, this is a little bit more difficult because this is a complete vertical spike, but you'd have your numbers written down. You'd be like, okay, 20% out here, 20% out here, 20% here, 20%, and then you'd run and leave a moon bag here for it to go up. Say you sold here, and as you do it, you've cashed out, you made your initial profits here, so all your investment is already back. That's all pure profit, and this is a bigger gap, so you let it run and you've made all the money here. So it doesn't matter because by the time you cashed out all of these, you've made all the money here. So yeah, that would be my approach to WIF. Obviously, it may well not perform in that same way. It may not be a complete vertical, as we've seen here, but the same strategy applies. You would cash out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So hopefully that's useful, guys. Have a good day, and yeah, see you later.